Okay. Oh, again, the thing is fucked up. Hold on. People, people are actually seeing this right now. They're seeing me recalibrating the thing.
Bagus lah.
Bagus lah. Ni production quality.
Bagus lah macam ni. Oh.
Alright. Let's see. Let's. Okay.
You're as reliable as your government.
Yeah, this is exactly. The production quality of this podcast is just like the Malaysian government setting. Okay, we are okay now. Yeah, so there are going to be a lot of people commenting, and hopefully you can.
We can't see the comment, right?
You can even if you go live. If you go to your live now, you can see lah.
If that means if I go to the page now, I can see lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks guys for jumping on. So for those of you who are watching, I'm doing this on Rishi's Zoom account because my account is free and it won't sustain past 40 minutes. So I'd like to thank Rishi for sponsoring today's podcast.
Among the three of us, Rishi is the cheap fucker and he's the one that has the account and you're the one that refused to buy the account.
Yeah, and once again, Rishi has frozen again.
Because you're using his account, bro. Bro.
Actually, is that the problem?
No, I don't think so. I doubt it. But then again, Rishi, I think at the present moment, he freezes at good times. He freezes. He doesn't look weird when he freezes. You know.
Yeah, he freezes like.
Yeah, very hamster.
Yeah, we'll wait for.
Wait for him to unfreeze?
Yeah, I think it's because I'm using his account and that's why he keeps bouncing back and...
You sure or not?
I have a feeling it is.
Bro, then it's just the two it's just the two of us before we wait for him to come in. Anyway, what's up, man? What's going on in Malaysia, bro?
Yeah, things are how to say? Like last week was... was a bad week. Every other day something shit happened. Like 4-5 days in a row of just fucking bullshit. First, there's the two LRT trains collided. Then, before that, there was a politician who, one of the mentris who was, she's saying that the opposition has been reading the wrong graph. This is the right graph, and it's actually two different graphs which are real. One showed cumulative cases up to this point, whereas another showed daily average. So, yeah, I think I have a sneaky suspicion Rishi is because of I'm using Rishi's account.
Really?
Yeah, because what is Rishi going to enter in as? Rishi, what's the problem,
No. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I just got like freaking logged out. I apologize. Sorry.
Yeah, Rishi.
I think
Could it be because you're also trying to log in as yourself, but I'm re-logging as myself?
It could be because now the show's two Rishi Budranis now. But it's okay. I think I managed to.
If you log off again, I'll send you my password. Okay.
Use Shahrul's account now, bro. Oh, actually, yeah, that makes sense. If you use Jason's password, then Jason can host by using your account, and then that way we won't stall. Yeah.
This is why Joe Rogan gets 100 million for Spotify and.
How do you think he started? This is exactly how he started, dude.
Shittily lah. He started shittily lah. Yeah.
I think he had better guests. I'm just...
No. He started with shit guests first, and then slowly, yeah. He started with shit. Anyway, the reason I want to talk to you guys because I want to ask you guys, like, as Singaporeans, how do you find your government handling the crisis? Knowing that, of course, I ask this knowing full well that Singapore has a very high tolerance for freedom of speech. But how do you rate your government's response to the pandemic?
I want to say is the PAP is doing a great job, bro. That's all I want to say, bro. PAP, they're my guy, they're my guys, bro. They're like full on, vaccinating. 40% of our population is already vaccinated, right? I know some Malaysians will say, 40%, that's like Taman Tun. Shut up, okay, this is not the time for you to talk. Okay?
No.
Can I just say, I miss Malaysians. I really, really miss Malaysians, man. I miss ripping on y'all, and I miss you guys ripping on us. Like the other day, I had a conversation with one of my Malaysian friends, and then he was like, you Singapore, take our water. I'm like, I miss listening to this. I miss hearing them complaining about the water since 1998. I really, you know, like the well never runs dry, but I somehow miss hearing them say that.
Speaking of 1998, those were the prices that we sold the water to you at lah.
Yeah lah, then get
Hey guys, I mean, I just want to say in showbiz terms, you signed the contract. You know, like fucking, you signed the contract. And to be fair, they are like, you know, natives of the land, even in Singapore, drinking that water. So this is all for Fuzz, man. Like Fuzz and all the other Singaporean Bumiputras, you know.
Singapore got no Bumiputra, bro. You don't even start with that.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, Rishi, Bumiputera refers to Malays in Malaysia who have special rights. So Malays in Singapore no special rights.
No, but the literal translation is like son of the earth, right? Son of the land, right?
I guess so lah.
Right.
Princess of the soil.
Princess of
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
this is participation trophy for everybody, bro. Everybody's a prince.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, I myself have been impressed with how fast Singapore got their vaccinations. You know, you guys, and you know the way. I mean, not trying to get a PR in Singapore. I am, but
Don't bluff,
when like you read, there's an article that showed how Singapore got their vaccine so much faster than all the other countries in the Southeast Asia region was because they just I don't know how they just approached the pharma companies and. In the words of the writers, it made strategic bets, and that's why you all got your vaccine so fucking fast. You know, ours was very slow, very slow.
I just as comedians, it really pains me to see another comedian polish a political party, bro. Like you're really polishing, bro. Now at this point,
I'm not polishing the political party.
And
I'm admiring the machinery at which it vaccinates the population.
Okay, I accept that.
Yeah. So, in comparison, right? I think Malaysia so far we've vaccinated, I think 1 million plus.
Oh shit, that's not even like 10%.
What do you think the problem is, though, Jason? I mean, I know you've been very active in promoting the whole idea of the vaccination, but why do you think it is not as fast as it should be?
I think the first thing is number one, we didn't get ours as quickly as we needed to be, and then also the supply it keeps trickling down. It's not and then also like we are a nation of 30 plus million people, so that's a lot.
What do you mean we're trickling down?
No, the supply is like. We give you 1 million and then a few 100,000, then a few more million. So it's like, but recently the minister in charge of vaccines, they have tried to ramp it up lah. So in a way, I'm optimistic lah, but it's been a bit slower than what we need so far lah. We are trying to get 150,000 doses a day, and I think.
Oh, sorry. But then, is there a case of like people not wanting to take it? I mean, because that's what I read a lot lah. About like, you know, there's like anti-vaxxers out there going like, you know, don't want lah, wait and see, see how.
Ada babi, bro, mana boleh?
Apa dia? What?
Vax lah, bro.
Yeah, Fast, your audio not very clear, but never mind. You work on it first.
My audio not clear?
Right, Rishi? No.
No, I think if we overlap, then it gets locked out.
Right, okay. The anti-vaxxer. Number one, they are the anti-vaxxers where they are like, oh, you know, the vaccine got babi, got microchip, you know, it's gonna kill us.
Are you serious? Like someone said that the vaccine got babi. Are you serious?
No. But initially there was okay. Look, the government had to say the vaccine is halal. They had to say it lah. Okay. And then so there's that group. I think, but the biggest group is the people who are, you know, vaccine hesitant and vaccine cautious because they're like, I wait first, let other people take first. I don't want AstraZeneca, I want Sinovac. I don't want AstraZeneca. I want AstraZeneca. I want Pfizer. You know, like, and all the reasons doesn't make sense. Like, Pfizer is very expensive, AstraZeneca cheaper, so I'll take the Pfizer one. Like,
bro, in Singapore, 240,000 senior citizens are not vaccinated. like out of the many percentage. So like in the recent Prime Minister address, he like personally made in hip hop we call it shout out. He gave, right, he gave a shout out to the old fellas. He was like, if I were to translate it to like street language, it's like, hey old fellas, 240 of y'all haven't go and vaccinate. Faster go and vaccinate so we move on with this.
I see. So 240,000 have not been vaccinated, but it's not like they don't want to lah. They're just slow lah.
No. I think some of them. Okay, so I know of some people, my friends' parents or whatever. They're like, oh, this is the weirdest thing, man. I know someone who said that I want to wait for Sinovac, or they're like, I'm a heart patient. I'm not comfortable taking it. What if there's this side effect and all that? Because you hear a lot of stories, right? Or this person had heart disease and then they died after, even though they were vaccinated. But I think a lot of these, as a medical professional, at one point, in your illustrious career, there's a lot of gaps in the science here, right? Like, okay, yes, this person had heart disease. Yes, this person passed away. Yes, this person was vaccinated. But they may not all be linked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think people don't understand that. And I think it's a valid fear if you are an old person who has gone through bypass, like my father himself. He was a bit hesitant. And then we spoke about it together. We sat down, we discussed it, and we did a bit of research. And again, there's no guarantees, I guess. But, it's something that if you want this thing to go away, we are in a race against the virus, essentially. So the sooner there are more people vaccinated, the lower the chances of mutation and the higher the chances that less of us die.
Yeah, so the main problem is, there are two main problems. One is the lack of messaging, there's not really gaps in science. It's just that the messaging where they don't, healthcare professionals, they're not outwardly promoting how safe the vaccine is in words and terms that the population can really understand.
Cakap Melayu lah weh.
Yeah. And it's
apa ni?
Abi lah ni apa? Dia cakap bahasa Inggeris. Abi cakap Melayu.
Vaccination dah halal. Abi whatever.
and so that's one, and it's very and a lot of people cannot grasp the our brains cannot appreciate large numbers. Like for example, if today I tweeted about a guy who in Korea who did have a blood clot after the AstraZeneca vaccination.
Oh shit.
But Korea has had 3.27 million doses. So 1 in 3 million is so rare, and like the chances of us winning the lottery is that much lah. So none of us are going to win the lottery anytime soon lah. Yeah. And the second thing, I think the Chibai media, in general lah, like
I thought it's a new publication
called Chibai Media, CBN. Because like this, some I think Berita Harian reported something like, a few people died after taking the vaccine, right? Then after that, you when you read some more, it's like, they took the vaccine, but after that they already had some severe illness. They took the vaccine and then they died. Like, okay. Or like, 40 people in Norway died. Old people in Norway died after taking the vaccine. And then when you read through it, every month in Norway, 40 to 60 old people die. So it's so the term that you guys can help promote is correlation is not causation. Just because one thing happened after the other, those two things may not be linked.
That's too big for me, Jason. I'm sorry.
Okay. So there's a good infographic which I can use it.
In Malay, bro. Macam Melayu, bro.
Break down like
can.
For me, man. Correlation, coding, all this.
See, Rishi, this is how fast makes his money. He pretends that he's dumb, so he can appeal to the broad demographic. He actually knows those words. He knows correlation. He knows causation. He just tried like, look at me, I'm hip hop, I'm people, I'm so cool.
Don't lah, pecah my lobang.
This is
bro.
So I'm
trying to earn a living here, bro.
Don't pretend, bro. Okay, so
wait, stop. The only thing I took away from that is that Jason thinks that hip hop people are stupid. Like, what the hell?
Oh no.
Yeah, look at me, I'm hip hop. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
What the fuck was that, bro?
No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say that Faz is a fraud.
Yeah.
To some degree, I guess.
Yeah.
The biggest irony is that on his top right corner of his frame, there's a poster of In Fuzz We Trust. No way. Bro. Pecah lubang already, bro.
No. So there's a nice example for Faz to pretend to understand, right? So, okay, when the weather is hot, sales of ice cream increase. When the weather is hot, sales of cold drinks increase.
Yes.
Okay, now, this hot weather, cold drinks, and they're all correlated. Okay, so hot weather causes cold drinks to increase in sales. The hot weather causes ice cream sales to increase. Okay, but the sales of cold drinks does not increase the sales of ice cream, and neither does the sale of ice cream increase the sale of cold drinks.
Okay.
So these two, although correlated, they do not cause each other. So that is, but and I understand how sometimes people, it's very easy for them to think, yeah lah, take vaccine, after a few days later, oh, I got headache, whatever. It must be the vaccine. It's not. It's most of the time when it comes to medicine, it's not like that lah. But I get it why. Like another example is like, oh, someone has a viral fever. Okay, first day fever, go see doctor, take some medication, and the viral fever is destined to die in 5 days time, right? Because that's how long the virus can stay in your body. Day 2 doesn't work. Day 3, Western medicine don't work. Go to Sincere. Day 4, take the medicine. Day 5, start to come down. It's because I went to see the Sincere. That's why the fever came down. Not with the fever was destined to go down in day 5 already, but because you correlate the last visit to the traditional Chinese doctor.
This is a whole big ass, like a long argument, bro. Like I've had like ill-informed arguments about people about TCM and about how, like, you know, I use some of the things that you told me. You know, I'm like, if TCM is so good, then why, you know, your leg break, then go TCM lah. You know,
Then
I know that kind of things. And like the way, you know, they'll come to you and they'll say things like, you know, there are people that actually benefit a lot from TCM. You just don't know it. And I'm like, okay, how to fight this kind of this thing?
Yeah. You know, one thing. Okay, I realized that, you know, this vaccine hesitancy thing. It's not just the old people, although they spread a lot of bullshit also. Some of them are actually our age, bro. Our age. And it's quite worrying. And that's why I'm actually very proud of us comedians, because most of us, if not all, as I know, none of us are vaccine hesitant. All the comedians, somehow or other, we have this ability to sniff out bullshit, and we know, okay, this works, and that is bullshit. Somehow or other, we have it.
The reason is that if we don't get vaccinated, we cannot do shows, bro.
Don't lah pecah my lobang. I'm trying to promote.
You just want to go and perform in front of a live audience, and for that, in any part of the world, if most people are vaccinated, the higher that chance of us doing that. But I agree with you lah. I mean, maybe that's another example of, is it causation or is it correlation?
Somebody on the comment section said Rishi looks like Tommy Chong, which is funny because he's a little older than Tommy Chong.
Who is Tommy Chong?
Cheech and Chong?
Alamak, sorry, sir, I don't know.
You don't know who's Cheech and Chong?
Bollywood star, he know, like all the Hollywood one, he doesn't.
What movie was he in? Or what TV show? What movie?
Chong lah.
Huh?
Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, Cheech and Chong, the famous American, weed smokers.
It's Tommy Chong, right? The Tommy Chong is the
Chong lah, that one.
Yeah, the guy looks like shit. I mean, right? He looks bad now, right?
We're talking about a Chinese dude or
the white dude.
White dude. Tommy Chong is a white dude.
Tommy Chong is a white dude.
Oh fuck.
Hey, wait. Right, Jason, you got you know how to share screen, right?
Yes. You want to show the photo? No,
Tommy Chong.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
Wow, yeah. I'm sure this was the show we all planned to do tonight, man.
No, this is exactly what I thought you were.
I spent half the fucking hour talking about vaccines and everything. Everybody, 247 fellas here listening, waiting to laugh. Then you're like, the vaccine is very important and very.
Okay, well, while we're bringing up the picture of Tommy Chong, okay, well, like, I'm just asking, right? Because we've all not been on stage.
Okay, we'll say. Very hard, lah. Okay, go. Yeah, you saying? Rishi, you saying what?
No, I'm just saying that, what do you miss most about, like, being in front of a live audience? Like, you see, now there is technically a live audience, but we're not in person with them. Like, I think for us recently, Fuzz was organizing open mics in Singapore. I was doing live shows as well for like 5 months, and I bloody hell was getting. I think we were all getting some nice momentum before we all got like stuck in this bloody rut again for another month. So I don't know, man. Like, what's going on with like Malaysia and comedy there?
So for Malaysia, I mean, I actually realized that I have not done a proper live show for like a year, and then in April was great because April Crack House opened up again, and I did a series of workshop shows, although max was just 20 people, it was great, and then I realized that look, if you want to work out your new material, it has to be in front of a live audience. It has to be the fleur is sitting there, you are here. You cannot work out stand-up comedy material properly in a Zoom show lah. You just can't. Although you can do a nice comedy show, but if you're preparing for live stand-up, you got to prepare at live stand-up. You can't. I was getting momentum. I had almost 40 minutes of good material, and I was already calling up theaters to book shows and all that shit. And then we got locked down again. So it's very irritating lah. And the thing is, when you have that momentum going, your brain will be able to churn out more material.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can add this. I can add this. I can add it. And going. And then the momentum stops. And fuck lah. It's just very frustrating.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
I think when I was doing the open mics, I invited the entire scene to come in and do it again, because we were just trying to get the heartbeat of the show going, and I just wanted to give everybody, like, sort of like an end goal to go to when they were writing their material, because at the end of the day, going on stage and telling it in front of people, that's what you really want. But I think recently the heightened circuit breaker
Restrictions.
Yeah, the heightened restrictions really kind of stopped that momentum too, and it just sucks. To me, the Zoom shows, I don't know how Rishi does it. Okay, I don't know how Rishi does it. Honestly, I don't know how Rishi. It's just counseling, dude. It's just basically right, and then it's therapy, dude. You're just telling your problems to people at this point. Like, nobody's laughing, nobody's saying anything.
You see, like, if you get audience like this where they're laughing at the shit you're saying. I mean, look, okay, well, let's be honest. Okay, last year we were all like, whether it's Singapore, Malaysia, any part of the world, last year it was like, live stage time was hard to come by. So Zoom or like these online shows was like really last resort and better than nothing.
Yes.
It's the same, like, okay, now gyms are closed in Singapore, right? But if you want to work out, are you gonna not do anything, or are you like, okay, gonna go outdoors and find a pull-up bar, or are you gonna buy some resistance bands? Yeah, it's not the same as having a nice machine.
You're right.
But at least when the gyms open up and you go back in, it's not so unfamiliar. And that's what last year I was trying to do. But I agree 100% with Faz and Jason here, because do you remember, Faz, when we did the COVID comedy comeback specials in December last year?
I remember.
So we did, we produced like a set of like 4 or 5 shows where we got as many comedians as we could from the scene who had been like active in some way or the other, and we did a live show. And after doing the live show, to go back to Zoom or like virtual shows was like, oh fuck, just take. Let me just give me a pen.
Okay, can we talk about something? Okay, now we talk about live shows and everything. I want to talk about something quite interesting. Okay, can we talk about the brief wave of Clubhouse? Right, everybody was on Clubhouse. Okay, I know, Jason, I know you're not on Clubhouse, but you're hot on Clubhouse. Okay, I just want to let you know that you were quite a hot topic on Clubhouse. Somebody actually screenshot a room where everybody was like, oh, this is what, blocked by Jason Leong, and that shit had like 1,000 people on it.
You were like trending on an app that you didn't even have.
Trending on an app that is not even on, dude. That's insane.
It's one of my proudest moments as a stand-up comedian. Just to give the two of you some the short backstory. So on Twitter, whenever I make a joke and people just don't. Okay, I think there are two main incidents. One is I made a joke about Viviana. Okay. So Viviana is from Sabah, and she became viral because she climbed up a tree in her hometown. She had to hike into the forest, climb a tree to get enough Wi-Fi signal, enough cell phone signal so that she can get internet to do her homework or do her exam. Then she uploaded the video. It became viral because they were trying to show what the fuck, in Sabah, I had to climb a tree to get internet. So and then I tweeted something along the lines of, I don't understand what's the big fuss about Viviana climbing a tree to get internet. Because here in Peninsula, here in Semenanjung, we have to get our internet from Maxis. Okay. Now, see, the both of you and other people would understand. I'm not making fun of Viviana. I'm making fun of the fact that our telco service is shit.
Yeah.
And I just say, you should have choose U Mobile.
Something like whatever lah, right?
More people hate you mobile.
Yeah, U Mobile, because I personally have used Maxis before, and they were great to me, man.
And so,
I think I only used U Mobile when I went to do shows in Sabah.
Yeah. So some people from Sabah were not happy, and also Sarawak. Some people in Sarawak also joined in the fun lah, and then decided to pile on lah, right? And of course, I firmly believe that number one, don't retract any jokes, especially when I'm not making fun of Viviana, and also I told people to just fuck off lah. And then they will start piling on the shit. Then also I have a rule on social media: if they say something which I would not accept in person, I'll block you lah. I don't block. So I blocked about 100 people, 200 people.
Sure, no. Then how come the Clubhouse got
listen. So Clubhouse became popular. Okay, that's not the only times I've courted controversy on other times also, about cultural appropriation, whatever lah. Okay, so then people will pile on and say, no, you can go fuck off. They don't like, then I block. So.
Clubhouse abuse you tell them fuck off all that
No, I tell them fuck off first. Then if they still when they say stuff like, you should have stayed a doctor, how did you become a doctor, you're fat, you're racist, whatever lah, you're cheap, you're whatever.
If they don't trust you as a comedian, why would they trust you as a doctor?
Whatever lah.
Out of the two jobs, right, one is more dangerous than the other.
Yeah.
What's cool though, that's a good title for a special.
Blocked by Dr. Jason. Blocked.
No, fat racist doctor. And then Jason's face there. with a white stethoscope.
I remember one time at the crack house, right? At the crack house, I went to the toilet.
The toilet, yeah.
I think that time Jason, he was getting so much shit from a lot of comedians that for you're corporate, you got corporate, and then Jason had a poster and his hands were like that, and people drew money. $sign on his palms.
I think it's still there lah. They're still there. So anyway, then Clubhouse became popular. Okay, and then suddenly one of them decided to create a group called Blocked by Dr. Jason Leong, and then he got a few followers. And then because that time the room is free, right? So my friends who I didn't block will join, and then they will invite other people. Hey, come and listen. So at the zenith, it was 1,000 people that were blocked by Dr. Jason Leong, and I actually went to check on Twitter. And I was like, how many people have I blocked? I checked 200 something lah. So it's not, and then about half of it was in the recent times lah, right?
Yeah.
So they told me basically they were just I don't know. It's like they want to have sex with me, That they just, and they were like, oh, I got blocked by Jason. Why, even one person.
Okay, can I just imitate the Clubhouse? Guy? Okay.
Wait, first, were you on that group?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah! You crazy? Dude, I was on it.
Dude, that's really, I gotta say, as a friend, that's a fucked up thing, because I don't know why you never invite me, because I would have loved it. I have the app, bro. iPhone.
Okay. Go. What do you say?
Yeah, so basically, we have quite a history, with this guy, and he's been blocking and he's been verbally abusing a lot of us, and I guess it's good that we come together. And then the worst thing is, right, one, it was at the height, right, and there was a lot of people, right, they started to plug their own shit, dude. They started to plug their own shit. They started to go So I guess maybe this group can turn into a very productive group. Yeah, we can turn this into something that will garner and also pique into the interest of us as individuals. Maybe this group can come together. And I fucking the group is called Blocked by Jason Leong.
Yeah.
How can this be a new movement?
Maybe this group can come together and buy some insurance from me.
Yeah.
My name is.
Yeah. You know, so Jenhan was in the group. So Jenhan was invited and he's like, bro, what the fuck is this? Then he texted. So he gave me intel on what they're saying. So there's this one guy, he used to be a fan and he used to come to, he's from Sarawak. Yeah. He used to come to my shows. So everything was fine, right? And then when the Viviana thing hit, he decided to he as a Sarawakian also felt offended. Yes. So he tweeted this, and I remember it's clear as day. He tweeted something like Douglas Lim has more talent than the apa nama Dr. Jason Leong who relies on cheap, lazy, racist jokes.
Wow.
Okay? So I can't remember what I said. Probably I said fuck you or whatever. Well, I didn't. I just blocked him. Then when he found out he got blocked, he got upset. Like he started, the guy blocked me, whatever nonsense, right? So in the clubhouse, he then says that, hey, I was rooting for Jason Leong. I wanted him to get a Netflix special. Then he got it. I'm actually genuinely very happy, and I'm upset that he blocked me. Then Jenhan told me that. Then I just screenshot. I sent the screen to Jenhan. This is what he said that got me blocked. Then he said, oh yeah lah. Then you should have blocked him. Like what? How can you say such things and then expect me not to block you? Like, go fuck yourself lah.
Yeah, but
jokes. How dare he confuse you for me?
Don't lie, lanchiao lah. Hey, your jokes are not cheap, bro. Your tickets are quite expensive. Yeah, you saying, Rishi?
It's good, man. No, I'm just saying that. Okay, I mean, I've been to Sabah once and Sarawak once, and I've not had any negative experience with the people there. Like whatever shows that I did in Sabah were very nice. Whatever interactions I had with people in Sarawak was very positive as well. So you must have really pissed some of these people off, man. I'm just saying.
No. Okay, here's the thing I learned, especially on Twitter, right? When you block someone on Twitter, that in itself is like a big slap to them. You know what I mean? Like
they take it very personally.
Yeah, I didn't realize it until I started. Whoa, because when you block someone, not only they cannot see what you tweet, and then if let's say someone hates a person, he blocks you. You cannot see what he tweets, so that you cannot pile on the hate some more. You get what I mean? Right. So, and then he if they want to be upset at you, they have to get their friends to screenshot and then send it to you. So it's a lot of work to hate someone. Yeah. Right. So they get really upset when they get blocked. Yeah.
I guess, maybe this is a good time to ask. So we've obviously seen how Jason deals with like online hate. Like first, how do you do it? Because I mean, I'm sure you also had people saying random shit and all that.
Oh, online hate. My online hate level is like what, death threat lah.
Man,
come to Malaysia and burn you lah. What I guess.
I got kena also. I got kena fucking international level. Yeah, but okay. I'm not kidding. My first death threat was in 2012 or something, where someone from Pakistan accused me of not being a real Sindhi and said, "I'll fucking kill you if you come to Pakistan." I mean, it was in Sindhi. I'm not really Sindhi, so difficult to read. No, but yeah, you were saying like how do you deal with it? Like,
you never get used to it because it's a new type of hate every time. But now, as long as you hate me for the same things that people always hate me for, then I know that then I can take it. Like this full of voice annoying lah, shout here, shout there lah, what lah, Malay jokes lah. So these kind of things, like I know that's my MO.
Yeah, so fast. Sorry, I commented that. Sorry.
Yeah.
So as long as you hate me for the same things, I'm fine. But if you find something new to hate about me, and then when I read it, I'm like, oh my god, that's new. Then it'll be like,
you said something very interesting. There's always new hate. So I mean, in the past there were new things that people hate about you? Is it like an escalation? Like, is it a escalation of hate or like new angles to your hate? For example, like I don't find you funny, and then suddenly I will kill you, or is it like what you're Malay, Singapore? What is it?
I will kill you is depend. If you talk about like their political views or you talk about like the political leader that they worship.
Okay.
I want to kill you.
Okay.
When I talk about hate, right, it's just little things. Like for example, right. Last time I used to have a crutch word, and the crutch word was okay, right? I used to say okay a lot. So last time when I watch myself on screen, and I'll be like, oh man, I shouldn't say okay a lot. Like okay, it's too many okays, right? And then it just takes one fella to comment. This fella says okay after every sentence. Wow, bro, done. Like you hit the right spot because you can say not funny. You can say too loud, the fella annoying. I've heard that like for years already.
So like if
It's a new thing that I notice first, and then I hope people don't notice, and then they notice.
Oh, I see.
Oh my god.
That's so interesting though. Like, I mean, but does it still bother you, or is it something that you learn to deal with?
No lah, I took it away already lah.
No, but, go.
I was saying that actually a lot of the, like I said, personally, like when even before I was doing stand-up much, I released some funny, stupid online videos that went viral in the wrong parts. Like went to the village idiots and again like in corners and corners of Pakistan, and they don't understand what we're doing in this part of the world, right? And again, no hate to them. It was not meant to offend anybody, but I started getting death threats back in like 2011, 2012. And then the second time where this got really crazy, so I don't normally get this kind of death threats, only twice in my life for online content. Second one was actually because Jason released a promo of one of my old shows, Cannot Means Cannot. And this was about, how I cannot speak Tamil.
The Tamil bit.
Yeah.
Dude, the kind of fucking, I used to get like slogans of death, like come to Chennai, you will die. Like, it's like, wow, rhyming.
Slogans of death.
I was like, wow. And again, I think it was because people didn't get the context of the issues that we face in Southeast Asia, in Singapore, Malaysia. And, if content that, Singaporeans can understand or Malaysians can understand, but once it gets to another part of the world, they've got their own struggles, they've got their own issues.
Jason said it best. Jason said, like, if you release a video and it goes like semi-viral, it goes within the circle of your fans. And then when it becomes very viral, then it goes maybe a little bit outside of your fans. It's 3 tiers. Once you get tier, is those people that didn't even ask to access your thing in the first place.
Yeah.
And they have never heard of you. They don't know.
They never wanted to access you in the first place. So when they get to access you and then they see that, they get mad because they're like, I don't like this. So
Yeah.
Well, again, just to wrap up the hate part of the personal thing, like I it's very weird because I don't always get hate, but recently someone asked me a very, very a question that kind of hit me because I've thought about it before. So on my Instagram and sometimes on my Facebook as well, I will write sometimes about issues that I disagree with, or sometimes things that I feel are fucked up in the nation, or things that are going wrong, and I will call it out. But I don't think my style is very aggressive, like fuck these people and they are all gonna die. Like that's not who I am as a comedian. That's not who I am as a writer. I put a lot of thought into it.
But is that who you are as a husband, though?
Well, as a husband, I don't talk much. Very different. Yeah.
Okay, go on. No, you're saying then after
So I mean, but I always raise the issues if it's something that I feel is important, it's pertinent to the I don't know whether it's to the community or to Singaporeans, whether it's political, whether it's racial, whether it's of even of sexual nature, even like sexual misconduct. I will raise it. One recently, someone DM me on Instagram saying, I saw that you raised this issue and you said that it was something about how I feel like. Basically, we were told very long ago that we shouldn't call COVID-19 the Chinese virus, right? Because it was directly related to an increase in hate crimes against Asian Americans, for example. But they had no problems calling it the Indian variant. when it came to Southeast Asia and everything, right? So I questioned that. I'm like, why is it that we cannot call it the Wuhan virus? Don't call it Chinese virus, because it coincided with a lot of racism and xenophobia against the Indian community in Singapore.
Okay.
As if it's not enough, right? As if
When it escalated to physical violence against a 55-year-old lady who was walking in the park, I mean, that's when it went like, oh fuck, man.
Okay,
Yeah, so I raised it. I said, why is it okay to call it the Indian variant? And turning this issue into a racist or xenophobic issue is not going to help anyone. Because the only way out of this is together. The moment we start turning on each other, the virus doesn't see race, religion, or what, it's going to come for you.
Yeah.
So someone DM'd me and went, why are you not more aggressive in calling this out? I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you are saying, and specifically she said, you are saying it doesn't help anyone. Why don't you say directly that it's the Chinese people who are being this way?
Okay.
defeat my own fucking purpose, why?
No. He's saying, I think the guy is saying it is the Singapore, or the girl is saying it's the Singaporean Chinese who are perpetuating this towards the Singaporean Indians. So why don't you say it's the Singaporean Chinese?
You create more divide if you do that.
That's one thing. Like Faz is correct. That's one thing. But also the facts of the issues were that it wasn't just the Chinese Singaporeans who were being racist. There were actual documented police arrests of Indian Singaporeans calling out and being abusive towards Indian nationals. So it wasn't as simple as Chinese people attacking Indian people. No, it wasn't that simple. It was really people using it as an excuse for their whatever their previously the withheld opinions,
Yes.
the withheld tolerance that they had or didn't have, and now they're going like, see lah, fuck you bring the virus here, you talk like
Exactly.
And I'm like, look, that doesn't help anyone. These are the facts. And when I explained my point to her, she's like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't read that news. I'm like, go and read the news.
Can I just say, Rishi, I am very proud of my race being the Singaporean Malays, because throughout this entire pandemic, there's a lot of Chinese ladies racist Chinese ladies that have surfaced. Okay, a lot of racist Chinese ladies didn't know where to go. The racism suddenly surfaced inside the MRT, inside the mall is surfaced, right? And then a couple of Indian sovereigns also surfaced. Right?
Right? Real
but so far the makciks and the pakciks have not gone out of pocket yet.
Yeah, I mean, real talk, man. I mean, I think there's honestly, I think it's because they really just want to celebrate Raya, bro. They're like, thanks, man. Like how many times?
That's all that matters to us.
Yeah, that's something that one of them. Yeah. I would like to credit my friend Siraj for telling me that, because we were talking about it, and
that's all that matters to us. Hey, Indian variant, Chinese virus, I don't give a fuck. Can I celebrate Raya or not?
Hearing your talks about the race tension in Singapore, it's just made me realize that for the past few months, there is almost an all-time low of interracial tension in Malaysia. You know why?
Nobody talking about Bumiputra.
You know why? Because we are all united in how upset we are at the government.
Okay, that's interesting.
So now, and one of the best ways to get the pulse on the nation is on Twitter, right? My God, I tell you, there are no more the Cina babi, the Melayu, no more. It's all fuck the government. This no money. I'm poor. I'm struggling. Blah 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 blah. All that, bro. That's how insane it is. Malaysia is in trouble when we are ignoring the racial fights lah.
Yeah, that's interesting though, because now it's no longer you don't even have the luxury of being racist anymore.
No time, no money. Yeah.
Yeah, you are literally just fighting to survive.
Yeah.
You got mad at like a light that symbolized a light that showed it looked like a cross. Then they get mad at that.
Last time.
Yeah. Now, no.
Like no more already, bro. Now.
So you will know when things get better and when that thing come back again.
Well, I hope those days come back for fast. Y'all can be needlessly racist to each other.
This is let me just write it out. That's a damn good observation. Another 15,
he was used for his fucking
Look at his fucking.
another 15 minutes of material. Hey, correct what? It's my country what? Hey, fuck you, man.
Also,
Alright,
your Zoom
fast,
call that
fast.
we bounce material, you get screwed out. Fucker, this is the
By the
Hey,
way,
fast, send me the link to that Clubhouse app. Blocked by Dr. I want to join. I want to complain about this fucker.
okay. I'm actually the moderator, bro. I don't know if I know.
oh yeah, by the way, Rishi, I mean we never got to this, but one thing that really helped me was when I bounced off material from on Fast and Pass. A lot of people, I mean those who are watching, you may not know this, but comedians work off material each other all the time. The good ones. And so like we'll run through material with each other. So I've done this with Jen Han, Chiho, Douglas, and you guys. So I'll run through my whole set with Faz, and then Faz will say not funny, and then he'll give me pointers, and then he runs through his material with me, and I try to steal it, and then but so yeah, it's a good process, like, and I really appreciate Faz taking the time to
Anytime, bro. Like, I enjoy doing that more than anything else.
yeah.
Man.
None of your suggestions worked, but the process really like opened the.
Don't do, bro. Jangan buang masa dengan budak ni.
Yeah, way.
No, it's really good suggestions. And
No, but that's why actually I prefer to.
yes. Say.
I've been part of very few of these workshops actually with comics. I don't know why, but I think I always feel, I think it's to do with a personal insecurity maybe. Like I feel that if it's funny, then another comedian says it's funny, I'll be like, fuck, now I think it's funny when I go in front of a live crowd and I'll oversell it, And if it's not funny, then I'll be like, alamak, but I thought it was funny. Just go and test at a live crowd, and then it affects my confidence. Right. So I think traditionally I've always been the kind, and I mean I live with a comedian. Like Cheryl and I, we are both comics, but I have never been as comfortable to run jokes and everything. So I always, that's why the lack of an open mic is driving me crazy. It's been driving me crazy for a long time. And that's one of the reasons I sometimes take to a Zoom crowd, or even I don't know. I think I spoke to you guys about this idea when Singapore had this whole thing of maximum eight people can gather. I was starting to talk to restaurants to go like, hey, how about this, man? You like sell a package of like 7 packs with one comedian, and I go and I do a 1 hour show at their table.
Yeah, you know what? You know what really works for comedy, bro? Restaurants. Yeah, restaurants.
No, but you are like winning that table.
You know what works when you doing your jokes? When people eat shrimp. That's really
No, but you see, it's like a workaround, right? Like, if it's a VIP room, for example, a private room, 8 packs on one table, one of them is a comedian. Yeah, we're just one group of people, and I'm just like, hey, I'm crashing a party to try some jokes.
When the early days of the pandemic last year, some of the really good comics also, like in the US, right? They just said, fuck it, I will do comedy wherever, how shit. Like this guy Mark Norman, I love this guy. Mark Norman. First, have you heard of Mark Norman?
No.
Okay, he released one of his specials on YouTube for free. Really great work. He's very quick, almost one-linerish, but not one-liner. He'll tell jokes, but very quick, very sharp, very how to say? His word economy is amazing. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, when the early days of the pandemic hit last year, US all shut down, right? But parks were open, so the fucker would just bring his one camera crew, go to the park, and he just tell jokes. Like he just tell jokes, then the camera will pick up like 1 or 2 people lying there laughing, one person walking away, the other 2 paying attention. So like he just fucking like just do. Then after he does other stuff like at the time when drive-in shows.
Oh yeah, drive-through comedy.
Yeah.
I saw. Yeah,
the fucker would just stand. He and a few friends will stand on the crate. The cars would come, and then he just tell jokes on the whatever sounds. And then if they like, they'll horn. Whatever. And yeah, it's really great. And then recently I watched
this comedy store has something like that also.
Yeah, I was watching this other guy on Netflix called Nate Bargatze, and he's telling a very funny story about how like he doing these drive-in shows, and then it's really bad because like sometimes when you do a show, people walk away, they don't find you funny, but that's okay, right? But it's drive-through, right? So when they want to walk away, right, they have to turn on the engine, turn on the lights, so you can see the light shining and walk away. It's fucking funny, bro. And if the light shines, you know that guy don't like you. Fuck off.
My God.
But
And then he has to reverse out of the lot.
yeah.
That sucks, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know. So okay, the US, what I've heard, they are full swing already because they have vaccinated so fast. They have opened up all the comedy clubs. I plan to go in August, just for a month and do shows lah. I mean, get not 5 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever, just to get some.
Quarantine there, is it?
Huh?
You
No,
got quarantine, is it there?
don't have to. I think.
When you come back Malaysia, kena quarantine lah.
Yes, come back Malaysia 14 days lah. Yeah. So I'll be fully vaxxed by then, hopefully. And yeah, I was also curious. Like, you guys are not vaxxed. I thought you guys would be vaccinated already.
Hey bro, if you want to go, right? If you go in New York, right? Fuck, we go, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, let's go, man.
We go. Then we can get a bigger
So,
place.
so what I've heard is, I mean, okay, obviously New York, LA, obviously spend more time in New York, but also Austin, Texas is like this new,
Yeah.
interesting place to do comedy. Yeah, because a lot of the comics in LA, because they are, I don't know, fed up with California, fed up with the high taxes, fed up with the homelessness problem, whatever shit. A group of them have just decided to migrate to Texas. The number one is Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan is there. I just
you don't know,
fuzz about it. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's
is
in Texas now.
His podcast from Texas. You're right.
Austin, Texas. So apparently it's like a great place full of, not so PC, arts, culture, whatever. He loves it there. So I thought, it'd be good to try lah. New
That's
York,
weird,
LA,
though.
Texas.
Like, Texas has had a reputation of being a bit of a racist
Yes.
state, right? In the past, lah. Maybe.
So Austin is very interesting because Austin is a blue city
In a red
surrounded by reds.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's very like it's almost like they have to be really blue to push back the reds. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Joe Rogan has been selling Austin, Texas, and then apparently they did. Either he's promoting a new club or whatever. And he wants people to come. So it's be interesting lah to just try. Huh?
Fucking nice way.
Say again.
You said the people there are damn nice because there is like not that many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I miss, guys? Like I mean, like just the simple things in life, like we take for granted. Like I miss just that feeling, like, oh, today I'm gonna go Singapore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly to Singapore. 1 hour flight, reach Changi Airport, my favorite airport in the world. Polishing for the PR. Then going to Rishi's house and do a gig, and then eating durian, whatever the fuck it is that I do in Singapore, I miss those times, or I miss you guys coming to Crack House. We can eat lolo by the truck there, and we go.
Yeah. Oh man, you're right, dude. Like fucking, the simple things. Like I guess I think it's made us all a bit more grateful, lah, for the want of a better word.
Yeah.
I'm just so fucking grateful that every time. I mean, don't you feel like I don't know, like I think what this year has taught me is that I've not regretted living my life with no regrets in the past.
No regrets.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes people say, what the fuck, man, why are you living on it? Why you suddenly want to just pack up? Why you suddenly want to just go to like Nepal on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
What? Then what? Hey, bro,
Exactly,
no show, bro. Okay, what am I doing in Singapore?
You got New Year's Eve no show? Oh yeah, that year that I did all the shows.
That 1 year, bro. That 1 year where Faz did all my shows and I'm like, fucking.
I remember Rishi texting me, hey bro, you doing this show, bro?
Yes. Yeah.
Like last year you do already, what? Shut up.
No, I mean, in all reality, right, I was, for 10 years, I was employed on New Year's Eve and I always would take the show because for me, it's a good omen to be employed on a show of midnight into the new year, lah,
Yeah. For those of you watching, if you do not understand the significance of being employed to do a show on New Year's Eve, the pay is triple.
Double.
For Rishi, it's double.
Or you triple lah.
No.
That's why he's never done a New Year's Eve gig before.
Jason triple lah. Hey, I can get Rishi for much more cheaper lah.
You can get Rishi for double Singapore dollars. Oh, you can get triple Malaysia. Triple ringgit.
Yeah, there is those things like, So like when I don't know, when Crack House reopened, there was a period that 1 month was just bliss, and number two, Crack House now has you can't hear.
No, sorry, my ear hurts.
Crack House now sells pizzas.
Yeah, I saw.
So
They look
you
damn good, man.
can go into Crack House, you smell pizza, bro. And then now, so like I don't know, a beer or a drink, pizza and comedy it's the perfect. The vibe
Pizza
is
is bar
great,
food.
bro.
Pizza's like bar food, right?
Yeah, but he really makes the pizza there. You know? He makes it there, and then you can smell it being roasted or whatever. It's so good, lah. Yeah,
I will always support the Crack House, bro. That place, like Taman Tun, is really literally my favorite place. Like,
Yeah.
There. You know, the jiu-jitsu gym is there.
Yeah.
The coffee place is there, and the place
Bubble,
where you shake your head
Bubble,
is, yeah, is there. Then the comedy club is. I can just live in Taman Tun.
yeah.
It's no.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm planning to go in August. You guys want to come? Come.
When in August, bro? I think I go with you, bro. When?
So I hopefully get my second dose of vaccination by end of July. Then August, September lah. I know, like do a month there.
So if you vaccinated, then you can travel, is it?
No. I think I just feel safer if I've have a full vaccination dose. But what do you call that? So America, it depends on certain states where you fly in. But as far as I know, they either require you to have a negative test before you reach there, or you go there, take a negative test, and then you're free to do whatever the fuck you want. But when you come back, and especially for you, Faz, when you come back to Singapore, you have to quarantine 3 weeks.
Yeah.
My quarantine is 2 weeks, so like I don't know whether they'll change the regulations for fully vaccinated people.
I think the quarantine 3 weeks one is probably the one that I susah sikit lah.
Yeah,
man. That one really got potential to drive you mad, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how some people do it lah. But yeah, you guys, when you guys getting your vaccinations? I thought you guys would have been done already.
Well,
Let's get the last priority now, bro.
Oh, I see.
We had a 20 to 39 age group that's supposedly the most resilient to this at the moment.
Okay.
So they are prioritizing the seniors and the kids and the teenagers and all that, and then it will be us lah.
So do you have like a time frame of when I'm gonna get vaxxed?
I think I think they were saying that everybody will get their first jab before National Day, right? That's what I understand.
August lah. The fella, hey bro, you push your trip bro, a little bit. I mean, like nothing in stone, your whole fucking country on lockdown, bro. Fuck, just push a bit lah.
Hey, Cho, so you guys are gonna get the Pfizer vaccine, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Some CCs are doing Moderna, some are doing Pfizer. At the moment, these are the two that are approved in Singapore.
I think
So you do
Pfizer.
October, I do you.
Wait. So if Pfizer is
Faz is not listening to any shit we are saying already. Faz
If
is
you
like,
get
when are we going to New York?
when you get a Pfizer vaccine, it's like 3 weeks dose interval. So you get mine is AstraZeneca, is a 12 weeks interval. So I got in May. I'll get mine in July, end of July lah. Hopefully lah. Yeah, and bro, if there's, like, for example, in Malaysia, what happens is there was the main vaccination program that went very slow. Then suddenly they announced, okay, for those of you, we have a new batch of AstraZeneca vaccines. You apply, first come, first serve. And I was on the computer refreshing my fucking thing to apply. Because like the faster in terms of healthcare the faster you get your first dose is the best. So if you suddenly your government announced, there's this new way you can get Sinovac, whatever fuck vaccine, if you can get it like tomorrow or next week, you take that one first. Because most of the vaccines, even their first dose, gives you a very high percentage of protection already.
Interesting.
Right? Yeah. And regardless of what they say, like, Sinovac 80% efficacy, AstraZeneca 70 to 80, or Pfizer 95%. All the vaccines are almost 100% protective against severe COVID that requires you to go to hospital. And that is the one that is most important. And the second one is it prevents you quite significantly from transmitting to other people. So in terms of protecting you from the bad COVID, it's almost 100%. That's the most important thing.
Yep, that is. I hope you're all listening. that whichever the vaccination is, please take it.
Yeah. But okay, how's the vaccine hesitancy like in Singapore?
Well, everywhere. Singaporeans are quite an obedient bunch, bro. You tell us vaccinate, we'll vaccinate. Like, you tell us don't go out of the house, we don't go out of the house, bro. That's just if there's one thing Singaporeans are good at is being obedient, bro.
Okay.
The hesitancy is very low, except amongst the seniors, like we were talking. Did we say this already on the live stream?
We said it already.
So it's just the seniors that I think some of them maybe don't completely understand or are not completely on board. Some of them live alone. Some of them are just unable to travel. So now, what's interesting is that in the PM speech yesterday, he also said that look, you don't need to book appointment if you are a senior citizen above 60 years old.
Wow.
You just walk into any CC community center, we will vaccinate you.
Wow.
Okay? Doesn't matter when, what time. Okay, as long as CC open, just go.
No need to register, bro.
No need to register.
Wow.
And the second thing is, okay, if you are old, you are immobile, just call us or get in touch with the hotline.
Doctor come your house and vaccinate you, bro.
We'll send a doctor and a nurse to your home to vaccinate you. So the PM's words are, so it's just do it fast. Whatever it takes, just go ahead and do it.
Jason is ejaculating now, bro, from all the efficiency that Singapore has. He's just like, oh, this is, it's beautiful. He does this, just beautiful.
You know what? As I get older, right, these are the things that excite me, like, okay.
Vaccination.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I love it.
Here's the credit to the Malaysian government, okay? A lot of people my age, right, when we all did the first dose vaccination or whatever, all of us were mind blown that the process was so smooth.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Fuck it. We go there. There's a guy who say, okay, calling for appointment 3:30. Then we go there. Why are you guys looking at T-Bice?
No lah, I'm listening to you, bro.
Your live stream, checking out.
Look at the comment, bro.
Hello.
Okay, so guys, by the way, in about 5 to 10 minutes time, we'll take questions, okay? There are a lot of interesting questions, okay? So, all of us, my age group, we were so mind blown at how efficient it was. You go there's a guy, like, there are a few stations. First station, waiting. Okay, wait for your turn. Then after, okay, come, let's go. Go there, scan in, go and fill. There's a station for you to fill up your form. And fill up form, okay, wait. Then after, wait a day, go and into the consultation. There's a doctor who will tell you, are you okay? How's your whatever? To see you.
Ask you about your allergies.
Yeah, to see are you okay or not? Like, so are you okay? Then consultation. Okay, then go and wait. Then after go and get jab. Then get jab, but then you have to go to observation area. Then you go to like a debrief. Like one guy will say like, okay, don't drink alcohol, and these are the normal symptoms. If bad, take and then chow. So like this whole thing depends on. You can take up to like 20 minutes to 40 minutes. This whole thing, that's so fast, and all of us like, oh my god, it's so wow! Like we were all so excited.
Malaysia.
Yeah. Like we were like, oh my god, so actually can do one. Actually can be efficient one when you really want it. And man, I tell you, our healthcare staff is amazing lah. They are the most underpaid, overworked bunch of people I've ever met, but they are always giving the best service. I think it's the same throughout the world. Healthcare professionals are a hardy bunch, which is why I had to leave. There's no way I can. That's
the reason why you left.
There's no way I can be this professional and like listen to people 24 hours. Like just fucking.
People need to listen to me. I'm the one talking.
Exactly. I have to listen to you.
Jason as a doctor will be like, hey, I don't know, I'm not feeling well. I cannot take vaccination. Fuck off. Go and join the clubhouse blocked by Jason Long.
No, fuck off. I jab you now. Then you see how. If any problem, you can't talk to me tomorrow. But yeah, I really fuck man. I really miss like when I did April, like almost every other day at the comic club. Then I realized that the last year I was actually feeling not to say depressed, but halfway there.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't realize it because I did not feel when I feel the high of doing regular stand up. Then I realized, fuck, I've been here all this while. I just didn't know until I. You know, and then I was like, oh man, like.
Did you feel like you lost your skill a little bit? Because not me, I went back on stage, my timing better, everything fucking just on point now, bro.
No, wait, are you serious or are you joking? Are you serious?
I watched his first show back, so you asked me
No, it would have been interesting.
I produced his first live show back, so you asked me later.
No.
As a producer, I gotta tell you.
No, I mean it would have been interesting if somehow or other the time off made him better lah, you know. But my first show back, yeah, bro. First, no confidence, spoke too fast, but it's okay lah. You go back again and again lah.
Well, here's what I experienced at being on stage back after a long hiatus, and also watching like 12 different comedians in Singapore at least.
Yes.
When I produced the show in December, right? So I felt this the same about myself, or whether it's Faz, Sharul, or any of the pro comics who have been doing this for a living for 10 years, right? You can see that the first 5 to 10 minutes, we were all kinda going like, okay, we're back. Because even the audience also, it's the first time we are performing to an audience in masks.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You
So
know,
wait,
so
you
the-
have to wear mask? No.
No, audience only.
Yeah.
So the audience was also like,
Yeah.
and as a comedian, you're used to going like, this joke land, what the fuck, they're not up.
Yeah. You have to calibrate.
Yeah, after a few minutes, you kind of get like, okay, and then by the end of your show, whether you're doing 40 minutes or whatever, a lot of us did like headline shows, you're like, okay, man, this kind of feels right. And I saw that about Faz's show as well. I saw that about Sharul's show as well. I felt that about my show as well. Like, oh man, it took me a few minutes, but after a while, I felt like, yeah, okay, I'm ready to go on stage for the next show. That's what I felt at the end of my show.
Yeah. So and there are two things. I think one is I spoke to you, or you spoke to me about this. How like also in the and I experienced it when I first came back. So it was an open mic show, like I'll say 12 to 14 people, right? You can tell who among those 14 have been doing Zoom shows and actively practicing. So they came back, bro.
Make it better, man.
Huh?
Honestly, do the Zoom shows make it better?
No. Yes, put it this way, okay? Before I finish my thought first. So you can see who has been polishing, who has been writing, who has been and who has been for today first time back. Let's go back. So the Zoom shows, like Rishi said, is better than nothing. Number one. Yeah. Number two, whilst everyone else has been fucking around, not doing anything, these fuckers have been writing and thinking of new stuff, and so their brain still keeps engaged. So that was the lesson that I like. You know, like in times of when no one is doing something, if you keep doing when you come back, your fucking advantage is there, you know. And I saw some of the new guys. I mean, the open micers. My God, they were so sharp. I felt embarrassed.
Yeah. And now the next challenge is to get Zoom shows lah. So Rishi, you wanna maybe help brother out with that, like you know, like because you've been doing that a lot, you know.
The Rishi report.
Well, I mean, look, man, I want us to do shows and cruise shows as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What the fuck you are talking about cruise shows? What is this luxury?
It's kind of sign NDA, bro. Cannot talk it under contract sign, bro.
Wait, the both of you are potentially doing cruise shows.
Hey, but can I just add? Wait, hold on. Can I just add like one more point?
I hope the boat sinks, man.
About improving during COVID. Hey, fuck y'all, listen lah.
Okay.
Improving during COVID, right? Like the although we spent a lot of time not being on stage, but once you got back on stage, you kind of like immediately, for some reason, right? You're a bit faster. It's a bit faster for you to pick up on what you need to like shave off, like the words you need to shave off, your word economy, the pace that you need to do, and then. This is what I learned when I got back on stage, is to be comfortable in pauses and to be comfortable building tension. So like I will have a punchline that is like right at the end, but the tension between like this end of the story and then when it builds to that punchline, it gets like very uncomfortable to the point where you just break. You break the discomfort and then everybody just like gets relief because like it goes back to normal, like you know, and you learn to push and pull with that. And yeah.
So I think you did a good thing about somehow you grasped that window of opportunity and you did your whatever special esplanade and then you're selling it to whoever. I think that was superb lah. You took it and then now lockdown again, it makes you look like a genius. You're the only one with a special live stand-up special.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's all like you say, like whoever like jumped on the opportunity in the past 5 months in Singapore to create live shows, and I didn't realize this, man. Like I produced 10 shows in 5 months or 4 months, and that's more than what I would do on a normal year. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But that's because I think maybe at the back of my mind, I knew that, fuck man, who knows when we are not going to be able to perform, right? So I mean, doing the fucking like doing a stand-up show is hard enough, writing and everything. But at least it's like it's just you, and there's not much cost involved. But like for example, the Rishi Report, when we're doing it live, that involves like external actors,
Yeah.
musicians, a lighting team, sound team, and everything. And I just feel like I felt so exhausted when we came into the lockdown, and I'm like, oh man, I can't believe it. Looking back at all the footage we've got, that we are hoping to go on video on demand for something and all that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm like, what? Damn, we did like, I don't know, we produced so many shows in 4 months.
Yeah,
It's
just a
fucking
context
unreal, man.
for the viewers. Rishi also produced a live show in the format of a late night talk show.
Yeah,
But
bro.
it's like he talks about current issues, current affairs. That there's a monologue and there's skits involved. So you can watch it on his Facebook. It's all there. Not nice one, no, it's okay. Very funny, very funny.
Instagram.
And Instagram, Facebook, and also I think that I like the show because it showcases, I think, one of your strong points that you do not normally talk about is when you do sketches.
I had a lot of fun with that, yeah.
Your on stage, I don't know what you call it, your theater training, your on stage voice projection, acting is very good. You don't waste time when you do those sketches on the stage.
Well, I mean, again, it's been a learning curve, right? Because while I love stand-up so much, I've always thought about, what would it be like if I could do a bit of stand-up, a bit of acting, a bit of interviews, get some cool guests on. I mean, I think I told y'all, like, we had Gurmit Singh at our last show. Bro, I mean, of course, did I not call you? You were one of our first guests on the virtual show, lah.
Right. No, like
You were our first guest on the virtual show, and I also wanted to line up the guests for the year because I don't plan to stop doing it. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. So let's take some questions.
Oh my god, questions!
Let's see. Yeah. So for those of you on YouTube and Facebook, just fire away your questions.
you're on YouTube also?
Yeah. It's very hard to get these two to give me some free time of their schedules. So very hard to get them here. Okay.
Okay. Bro, I'm not doing shit, so you can call me again.
Okay. T Satish on YouTube has asked a pretty interesting question. What is your ideal comedy crowd?
All women, age 22 to 25.
Nice.
No, man, I don't know. What about you, Jason? You answer first.
All women, age 25 to 35.
Indian. No, I think for now, the ideal kind of crowd is the one that's live, and laugh really loudly and pay money, and and like okay. For now, what I really want is when let's assume there's no more COVID, I really hope the audiences and comedy crowd comes back in full force, like I don't know. I've been seeing some old photos of myself, performing in, and there's always a shot of the crowd and they're all packed in together, close, not wearing masks and laughing. I miss that, lah.
Yeah.
And I hope that when COVID dies down, as it will, the comedy crowd comes back in force, lah. What about you, Rishi? What's your ideal crowd?
Wow, ideal, man. I don't know, man. I think I'm leaning towards a similar thing. I'm just like happy to have corporate. No, bro,
crowd.
please, worst. That's the worst. One of the things I miss the most is like we had a comedy club called Mary Lion, full-time comedy club, but unfortunately couldn't survive COVID and it's been shut down. But one of the most beautiful things was to be able to go there on a Monday night, which was open mic. And it was like a $5 show or something like that. And then you really got the people who either really loved it or they or really had nothing better to do. And I think that audience was to me one of the most beautiful to play to because you almost have to work hard to convert them to become a fan in some way. Fun Monday night, cheap drinks, let's go and see what's going on here. I think that was one of the best playgrounds in a lot of ways. And I gotta say this, I I've been dealing with trauma through open mic for the past decade. Like every time something bad happened in my life, I healed because of open mic comedy and eventually like doing a special or whatever, right? When I lost a family member, or when I had issues in my personal life, or most recently during COVID, I lost my best friend, very close to me, my age, and it was the first time where I was dealing with direct trauma, and there was no live audience to go to. And I realized that had me stuck for a long time until for the first time at an open mic that Fuzz organized.
I was just about to call bullshit on that, bro. I was just about to call I had no crowd. Yeah, you had a crowd. The crowd was before me, bitch.
So Fuzz doesn't know how, because for the first time in my life, I got to talk about this publicly and actually do jokes about it. Like, come on, bro. I didn't leave you I did fucking jokes about my best friend's passing, you know what I mean? And that's it's a dark space.
But you left them sad, bro.
It's so funny because I had DMs on my IG.
Are you okay?
No, it was what you said, bro, really made me cry. I'm like, bro. I mean, stand
so
up.
Annoying. Okay, let me tell you why it's annoying, okay?
Okay.
So this guy, I already said, okay, but Rishi, okay, you do 10, after that I'm going to introduce me. And then this is one of the, I think it was the first open mic after a long time, right?
The second one
after a long time. And then Rishi decides, okay, let me experiment with some new material. So I
did 8 minutes of laugh. Come on. It's
that's
just
true, that's true. No, I'm not
minutes.
I'm not discounting. Okay, it's where you place the fucking 2 minutes, bro. It's not the 2 minutes, it's where you place the 2 minutes.
Okay. So tell. Okay.
To do the death material, the death of his best friend, the material at the end of his set. He already won the approval of the crowd with all the laughter, and at the end he's like, my friend just passed away, so I'm really, really very sad. Then after, I don't really have a punchline for that. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, let's welcome.
I'm sorry, I don't agree with that, man. I left them with some punchlines about. I did some death jokes in there.
Oh my god!
But not enough, maybe.
Bruh, you could have easily put that in the middle and ended strong.
But you see, the thing is, to his credit also, how do you go from, if you put in middle, okay, go in middle. So, if you start saying, the government like this, then walking down the street, I saw a cat and the cat very funny. Then after my best friend passed away. And then after the ending joke is, now this weather very hot. You cannot,
there's no, any of you would have done that. If you had a 10-minute set and you had to put your heaviest material, you put it at the end. Right? As a comic, you'll go light stuff. Anyway, I want to talk about some serious shit now.
Okay, so go there. And then, so when Fast came out, what did you say?
I forgot what it is. I played it off.
Fast did okay lah. People were laughing.
I did okay. No, that's because I'm,
good, yeah.
but imagine some other open micer will fucking come after you.
Why would the fuck would I do that? I would not do it to a non-pro lah. Relax, bro. Pros, oh man, speaking of that, do you remember some of those old fucking days where we used to do masala first?
Oh yeah, man.
Old masala, where we would there was one point in time where we all we had just started and it was
Jason did masala.
Yeah,
masala.
This was before he was pissed off. So there was one point in time, do you remember Faz, where there was no external headliners because the show had no budget, so it was either me or you had to close the show every week.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember that.
And then one day, out of the blue, fucking Paul Ogara shows up.
Oh fuck!
And
I hate that.
And then he does some preview just before the show closes. And he murders murders with shit I just wrote some of this shit, and he's killing it. And then Paul Ogara, check him out tomorrow at Blue Desk. By the way, next up, fucking fun.
Yeah. Hey, okay. I have a story that can top that, and I'm pretty sure the both of you fuckers were there. Wow, same scenario, Comedy Masala. I'm been asked to headline. I've flown over there. I'm really excited. So fucking nervous as fuck. And this is Tuesday, right? So that same week, Kings and Queens of Comedy Asia is in town. Then there's Marcus Ryan. There's Joey Medina and some other fucker.
Ronnie Chang, bro.
No.
Was it Ronnie Shan?
Okay,
No,
not King Secret. I think okay, a regular show, not
it
King
was
Secret.
the
Joey
monthly
Medina,
show of
yeah,
the
Joey
monthly
Medina,
show of the Comedy Club. Yeah.
Marcus Ryan, and some other fucker.
Yeah.
Then they all these three motherfuckers, Uma puts them before me, and I have to follow Joey Medina. 2 years of experience, follow a veteran.
Tough times, man.
Were you mad?
Yeah, but no, okay. At that time, I was too new to be mad.
Right.
But now I won't lie because I can follow lah.
Now you can put equity, bro. Fuck it.
What?
No. I mean that's the whole thing, right? Like you get to a certain point, where you go like, yeah, this is shitty, but okay, now I gotta change my act a little bit to like to adjust to what just happened in the room, right?
You guys have been to the States performing. The culture where sometimes some A-list superstar will just drop in.
Yeah, I was at the cellar, and then Aziz Ansari showed up. Aziz Ansari did a
shit.
set, and he did like half-hour set,
yo.
and then he killed. And then right after that, the people who were on the fucking bill had to still do their show, so they had to come on. Yeah. So
I
it's
saw
just
a guy follow Jerry Seinfeld.
Fuck.
How? Okay, there's a interesting question here from Abu Ali. Okay, what is your advice for the open mic guys who have less chances to go on stage during this period of COVID?
Do TikTok lor.
Call me for Zoom shows.
That fucking TikTok advice by Faz is not light advice. Faz is killing it on TikTok, which shows you how low the bar is on TikTok. So if you're an open micer, like I've seen Faz's videos. Oh my god, is the bar is not just set low. No, he left the bar on the ground, so you just walk over.
Fuck you lah, bro.
But no, it's not easy to do. What Faz, your videos are fucking funny lah. But honestly, that's a good advice. Do TikTok, get your comedy juices out. And Rishi.
Wow, shit, man. If there's no stage time, no live stage time, I always say, like it's like the better than nothing thing lah. You got a Zoom open mic, go to fucking do that. You got TikTok to create stuff, go and do that.
Yeah.
If you don't already have like a live channel like this, I would say grow an audience like this. Come out and test out shit wherever you can, man. Go to a restaurant and
fuck you.
Somebody said. Jason is coughing a lot. Do you other two gentlemen have any traditional non-Chinese remedies to try?
Just be really good lah, because like that's why I cough and get nervous because I know I'm not good enough, and then before I go on a gig I get nervous and I cough like this gig. I was gonna say so that going online thing, man, it's when the pandemic hit last year, man, Vivek Mabubani from Hong Kong. Fast, have you seen his hour-long live stream shows, bro? Just by himself, he has some switchboard where he can play effects on the mic. He can also bleep himself. He can enhance the volume, and then he gets sponsored. It's 1 hour, and the setup is so great, even better than some TV shows that I know. And he was one of the catalysts that made me go, okay, fuck you, Vivek. I'm gonna get my own equipment, proper lighting, so that I can do live shows like he did, and he kept working throughout the pandemic, so that's great. So yeah, online stuff is great. For me, open mic guys, during this pandemic, no stage time, just give up lah, because like after this, I don't want so much competition. I know, like Crack House, the open mic lineup very full already lah. Just fuck off lah. Let me do 15 minutes after the break. Okay. Fast is on TikTok. When will both of you join TikTok?
Boom, son.
Rishi.
When did I join TikTok?
No paper, printer.
Is that the question?
No. So Fast is on TikTok. When will you two gentlemen, me and you, join Fast on TikTok?
Hey, I just joined in January, bro. But I'm not very active. I've got like 14, 15 videos. I am on TikTok, but I'm not as active as I should be. So I don't have that many, that's such a huge following yet, but I'm working on it. I think it's a good place to be.
Speaking of that, so I think I like Faz's, what do you call that? His format of sketches. Because they are very easy to shoot, easy to produce, and even easier to write, So I just want to...
Fuck you lah. Bastard. Fucking bastard.
No, but really, I like that format. No, I'm
Easy format Is that
No,
what
no,
you're
no, no,
saying?
no, no. It's easy to produce, definitely. But not easy to write. I'm just whatever lah.
I mean, like, honestly, bro, if you are a comic, right, going on TikTok is man, you up against like kids, you know. Some of them got
see.
chops. Some of them got chops.
Yes,
but
yes,
some
yes.
of them rely on the filters and the music. Can I just say?
see.
Some of them
I
rely
see.
on the filters and the music for the comedic effect. So somebody like you that already has timing and already has punchlines, you just drop like one or two and then you time it right in the video. It can work to your benefit. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a question for Faz. Quite interesting. Is it harder to perform edgy content in Malaysia compared to Singapore? Which audience is more receptive, Malaysians or Singaporeans?
It is Malaysians, bro. You see, they never stop comparing themselves to us, bro. Can never stop. This whole pandemic happening, they still like, which is the other day somebody asked, it was an interview, I think it was a music interview with like my brother or something, and then they were like, so you prefer Malaysian food or Singapore food? Like, really, bro? Really? In this pandemic, we still asking this question?
Well, it's a Singaporean asking you.
Oh shit, for real? Okay, that's Singapore lah. No lah. To be honest, I prefer to perform to a Malaysian audience only because I get to travel there. Yeah. So because I get to travel there and yeah, shout out to Malaysia, man. Shout out to the Malaysian shorties. You know, they yeah, but honestly, edgy material, if you agree to come to my show, most of them are really quite cool lah. And I like Malaysians because I grew up in Malaysia. Like I was in secondary school in Malaysia, so like that, I feel like there is a certain kind of like connection between me and them in terms of like the experiences, and also like the age group also not very far. There are also a lot of like 85, 86 babies. So like, you know, we grew up with the Hits FM and the Mix FM and the, you know, all during that time lah, you know, like the you know, just low.
You know, it's nice that you say you have a connection to Malaysia because of your past. I feel I have a connection to Singapore
your future.
because of my future, you know.
But you want trade lah? I go Malaysia, you come Singapore.
No. You stay in Singapore. I will join you soon.
Join us. The Holy Trinity needs to come together, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, as usual, the Indians are just standing by to tell the story of this racial riot that is in the works right now. Between
not even the right kind of Indian, bro. You Sindhi, bro. You're not even the correct Indian, bro.
Like, Pakistani origins, what the fuck, right?
There's a guy on YouTube who is begging. His question is begging you to roast him lah. He has asked this question twice. I've tried to ignore it. Dean Enzo is asking, what shampoo does Faz use?
Dove soap, straight on the head, bro.
Oh, Dove soap.
Skin soap, just skin soap, man.
I thought you were gonna say whatever shampoo your mother use lah.
Oh, like, I won't play mother one lah, bro. Wow. The COVID cannot play mother, bro.
The
COVID cannot play mother, bro. You play mother, the next day the mother kena.
Okay, let's see. What other questions are there? Okay, and the rest are just asking us to do Twitter space. Okay, what inspired you guys to leave your previous profession? It's like doing media interview all over again. What inspired? Actually, you should tell the audience what is your former profession. I think that's very interesting.
If we're gonna start talking about our journeys, bro, I'm gonna have to bounce, bro.
No. I think it's interesting that for my fans to know what you guys did before comedy.
Right.
Obviously, for Rishi earning less money lah, but you know, what did you guys do before?
I was working odd jobs, man. I was doing fitness training. I think, yeah, I was a paintball game facilitator. You know, I was just trying to look for jobs that didn't require me to be in an office and I won't fall asleep doing. You know, so that's just what I wanted to do lah. So when I found comedy, it was just, you know, there was open mics I was looking for. I was in the music scene. You know, I was very active in the music scene. So like, I started hosting those gigs, and then when I start hosting those gigs, they're like, "Hey man, you should do stand up." And then like, you know, yeah.
What about you? Also a security guard, right?
Yeah. That was the security guard before NS. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Before NS got nothing to do. Right? I was like, fuck, I do security. You know that kind.
Okay, Rishi.
Well, what jobs? I mean, I never held a full-time job in my life. So I sold like books in Woodlands when
How the fuck you sell books, Ray?
I was a book salesman at a book fair
Shit.
for in between like college and army. Then I was interning at a logistics company, and then I was fucking best job I did in my life. I'll tell you, I was 16 years old. It was the Y2K Christmas Eve, and my uncle told me, I got this lobang, and when you're 16 years old and you're being told that you get paid 200 Sing dollars a night
Uh-huh.
on Christmas Eve
Uh-huh.
to sell these, glow in the dark light sticks from China.
Okay.
So he's like, okay, so it's you and your cousin. I'll give you the stuff and the table, and then so we are stationed at different points of Singapore. Like, okay, cool. So this is you brief us. Okay, this is one light stick. This one $2. This is the chain. This is the float. This is everything. Pop, 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 pop. And then he walks away from the table, and he comes back to say, okay, by the way, if the police comes, this is the bag. You sapu everything inside, fold the table. One of you carry the table, one of you carry the bag, and run. And I'm
Holy
like,
shit.
what?
So did you do the job?
I made $200 on Christmas Eve, and then we did it again on New Year's Eve, bro. Y2K.
400 Sing to commit a crime. Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was 16. This is a shitload of money. Help me
So
save up.
so that means the glow stick was less what contraband lies.
Oh.
No lah. It just meant that we didn't have a
License.
I don't know. I was a minor.
I'm scared of Singapore government, bro. Up to this point, he fucking scared, bro.
No, but I mean, those were jobs before graduation. After graduation, I never held a full-time job. I was training kids in speech and drama. I was
Wow.
I was teaching children study skills.
What kind of books did you sell, man? And did you sell any?
I mean, it was one of those book fairs. You got books, secondhand books. You got like children's coloring books, all the way to like self-help shit. I mean,
Wow.
yeah, it was one of those things that I was just there, lor. I was salesman. I watched my father be a salesman his whole life. I kind of picked up a few things. So yeah, but the career changer was, I guess, I was dancing in a Bollywood dance troupe during university. Now you all think I'm talking cock. Like I really.
Oh yeah, he was in a dance group. Do you know or not, Jason?
I know. No. He whenever the occasion calls, right, he will show off that he can dance.
Yeah. I mean, look, it got me through some tough times, but that's
Dancing.
actually, yeah, I mean, it was good pocket money. I was dancing at weddings or like corporate events, and that was actually my segue into doing like live hosting. Like for Faz, it was being in the band and everything. For me, it was being in
I
the Bollywood.
see. Fast. I tell you, this is why this Rishi's slickness in selling corporate shows, bro. Is from a young age, bro. Last time he doing corporate shows. One time, bro. I kid you not, he came to KL to perform at Comedic, one of the first shows I produced and was the host. Okay, he came, and then we already said after the show, we are gonna go makan. Okay, this fucker also had a client meeting after the show.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, and the meeting was almost half an hour. He was there's some wedding, and then he had to listen to the lady give him like what he wants. Oh, okay, you want this? He took out a notepad and writing stuff, and like fuck, we are done. I'm waiting and looking at him. Come, Rishi, let's go now. His face like half an hour, bro.
Hey, that's already considered quite fast game, bro. I mean, but okay. To their credit, they bought tickets to watch the show. So I cannot just fuck them off, right?
They bought tickets to vet you to see that you're okay. Then they know you're okay. Then
okay lah, bro. You make, I make.
Fuck you lah. I flew you in for you to go and to secure a proper.
Hey, last question, guys. I gotta go already after this.
Why? You so sleepy, man?
Huh?
So sleepy, man?
Yes.
Okay. I think this question, Fast and I can answer.
Okay.
Oh shit. There's two. Okay, never mind. Why do you want to go to?
Ask the questions. It's okay.
Why do you want to go to US? Just wondering, wouldn't it be super difficult because even comedians are struggling to earn?
Difficult lah, bagus. Easy buat apa nak pergi?
I see.
I think
Go.
I think it's not that y'all are going there to earn money, right? You're going there to perform and like sharpen a set and maybe get
Be right back.
notice or whatever, Who knows?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah lah. And then there's another for Dr. Jason, which sector of Singapore are you intending to live in when you get your PR and why? So when a Singaporean asks which sector, does it mean which industry I want to work in, or which sector of Singapore I want to live in? Like which?
He's going Geylang, guys. He's gonna stay in Geylang.
Hey, fuck you. Hey, but here's the thing that a lot of Malaysians don't know about Singapore. Geylang has damn good food, no? And I don't mean that. I mean it really does have fucking good food.
It does. Some of the best. Some of the best Hokkien meals there. I think some of the best bak kut teh is in the area. Some good frog porridge.
But then, bro, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know, bro. Malaysian food, there's something about our food which is, I don't know, like so much better.
I mean, I wouldn't deny that, man. There's some shit that you've taken me for that's unreal, man. I've had some amazing like durian chendol. Fucking sick, what's that? Some amazing char siu, some damn good fried laksa, bro.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about? Like we were from US and then suddenly you talking about laksa.
No, after the US thing, then we talk about some guy asked me which sector do I want to live in Singapore when I get my PR or whatever. So I don't know what sector means. Like sector is in like the geographical or the industry I want to work in. Hey, I think just now Faz left the chat, right, to show off his fucking background. All nice photos and shit. See, nicely got.
Background are plain as fuck.
The fucking can see not the Esplanade photo showing off that he got performed in Esplanade.
Jason, you see this one?
Top 10 Asia.
Wow.
Okay lah.
I mean, all I see is that Faz got no lights. That's why.
Exactly, Rishi, fucker.
Oh shit! This one is the apa?
Laugh Factory.
No, Laugh Factory one. Yeah.
How come you got the World Cup there, bro? Fucking all fake.
Super spontan, bro.
Oh yeah. See, bro, we work so hard to get lights and all, and people. Then he nicely got show off his achievements. I also got lah, bro. Nah, there. I got books lah, bro. I read lah, fucker.
Only lah, relax, guys. People know you all got achievements. Don't stress. What they want to see is lights. Okay, so what I'm saying is to get some lights from China.
I think this is a good time to stop. But anyway, thanks guys for taking the time to chat. I think we should do this more often.
I would love to, man. Like,
especially when there are things to talk about.
No, you guys are like. To talk to you guys is
therapeutic.
It's therapeutic and it's great because not only do I get to talk to comics, I get to talk to comics that when I say things I don't sound like I'm showing off. So, you know.
On that note, I really think I feel like first on that note, you don't deserve my purple light. This is slowly the lights at the club are going off one by one.
No lights for you, fuck off. No, but like Dave Chappelle said that what's important is the hang. Have you ever heard that saying?
Yeah.
He said that what's important is the hang, and Amen, bro. Man. How cool would it be? I go to US or we go to US and then we meet Dave Chappelle and then he just doesn't know who the fuck we are, and we ask him to take a selfie and then we take a photo of him, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Rishi wanna go or not? I'm going fast. You wanna go or not? US.
Bro, push your fucking trip lah, bro. Don't have to go August lah. Go October.
Bro, the closer we go the end of the year, right? The colder it gets, yeah. There's
what?
Winter time, bro.
Let's
LA mana ada winter?
Ada sikit.
Ada lah.
Yeah, that'd be cool to do shows there. Yeah. You know, I've been thinking, right? I was at my best when I was touring non-stop in 2019. And I think we all are the same. It's tough, a lot of work, but when we tour do shows every fucking day, that is heaven, bro. That is heaven. We just don't know it then, but that is fucking heaven, man.
Bro, September, bro, my birthday month. Go bro, September. My birthday month.
Okay. I go August, I stay on till September, bro. Then my wife will leave.
In August, I join you in September.
My wife will leave me, but it's worth it lah.
I hope that the travel plans can materialize.
Okay.
Okay, so the both of you plug whatever you want to plug. Please do it, and the dozens of my fans will make sure you. Okay, go fast.
Guys, I got a new special coming out. I have not I have not decided on what platform it will be yet, but most likely it will be on a streaming platform where you will have to like rent it or something. So the special is called System Down.
Nice. That's our website for vaccine registration.
The special is called System Down, and it's actually been the hour that I recorded during COVID period. So
Is it the one in the Esplanade photo?
yeah, it's the same thing, but not so many people here lah. Very, very, very sparse. Yeah, but it's great because like you guys get to see a new side of me. Like it's a different fuzz altogether, and it's also material and also stories that I have put together of my time not only here but also growing up in Malaysia. So please, Malaysian fans, don't miss out on that.
No wonder you agreed to do my podcast. You want to reach out to my Malay fan base, which is 2 people. Which is 2 people. Okay, but Rishi, yeah, I bet one of his stories is in the side of us we've never seen. So my friend passed away. And I don't know how to process. Bro.
Yeah. And then after that, I went to the funeral parlor. They said, "System down."
Oh, lawak gila. Okay, I know.
Bro, let them.
I know Rishi has a lot of some interesting projects in the work. Want to plug anything, Rishi?
Well, yeah, man. Something that we are working towards making available not just to the Singapore fans but the Malaysia fans are at least 2 of the episodes of the Rishi Report Live that we recorded during the pandemic. These were live shows with full houses. They had like stand-up, sketch, a bit of music. And one of the shows had Gurmit Singh as our guest. And it was a real treat. I mean, I know he's got like amazing fans across the border, and he's got some amazing stories in the interview segment that we did where he actually talks about some very cool, never heard before stories about his experience in Malaysia. So yeah, man.
Look at you 2 fuckers with content for Malaysian fans. Fuck you. No wonder you guys. I've been suckered, bro.
It wasn't planned. I mean, it's just that he happened to be a guest
at the right time, Jason. You call at the right time.
Yeah. Again, the mechanics of it are being worked out, but you will see that on my Facebook page or my Instagram page.
Are you going for like a Vimeo thing too, like where they have to rent to watch it?
There's 2 platforms that we're talking to lah. So it's either going to be Klook or Sistic lah.
So Faz, when you say rent this, I mean, is it like selling tickets to a show lah, kan? Like they buy.
So I got this idea from the Merdeka show by Afia Saad that was done with Wild Rice. So what they did is they put it on a platform and then people rent it for a week.
Yeah.
Okay, but this doesn't also prevent assholes when they watch it and record it lah, kan?
That one aku tak tahu lah. But
I think there are. Sorry, I'll just add. So you probably need a ticketing agent that is able to send a unique private link to the purchaser.
So what they rent? They rent? Okay, never mind. This one we talk off air lah, bro.
Yeah. Essentially, you will be able to consume the content whether you're in Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, or wherever.
Nice.
So that's what we are working towards lah. Because we know that there are people out there and who like in Malaysia or in Singapore who would love some of this shit. And I've seen the stuff that Faz has been working on, and I think the special is very good, not just locally but also across the border. I know the content that we've got is something that even the Malaysian audience can enjoy. So we're just working our best to try and make sure that everybody can, enjoy some good content while you're stuck at home.
Oh, that's perfect, man. And Malaysia is just entered a 2-week lockdown. So, I mean, perfect captive audience. You can watch Rishi Report featuring Gurmit Singh and a few other celebrity guests, and then Farkah Faz's 1-hour special where he talks about him growing up in Malaysia and pandering. Both these fuckers pandering to the Malaysian audience. Perfect. This has been a 1-hour advertisement on my bandwidth. I'm really upset.
Oh,
I don't normally. Go back the lights on. Give me the lights back on.
Lights flashing light, bro.
So yes, I don't normally get taken for a ride, but I clearly have been for the last 1 hour. But yeah, no. But honestly, I want to see the work that you have done.
Solid.
your special or whatever, and to see how far I need to catch up, because obviously I got nothing to plug except okay lah, I got something in the works, but it's free, so fuck. Yeah, something.
You don't make it free lah. Put it on platform where people have to pay, Jason.
No. When it comes out, you will see why it has to be free lah. It's a passion project. But anyway,
okay.
Thank both of you fuckers. Thank you so much. Once again, Rishi
thanks,
reports coming out, and also Faz's special system down. Thanks, guys.
Anyway, fuck you for saying we got no passion. Okay, fuck off. Okay,
bye.
Bye.
Ciao, guys. Take care.